featured golfer really has struggled in the early going, Frank.
Yeah, a few mistakes out there, unforced errors you might want to say. So really, attention to detail should be the concern right now. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. I love that rhythm and tempo right there. What a drive. Just tattooed that.
Well, it's going to take a good one here considering what they've already gone through, Rich. Right now, that green is going to look very small, so it's going to take a good shot here to give himself an opportunity.
Some really poor play to this point. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. Now putt for par.
Has this to save par. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Well, Frank, this is what a U.S. Open is all about. A long, tough par 4 up the hill.
Yeah, just a beast. And it's a dogleg ride on top of that. There's more humps and bumps and all this than a dermatologist would ever dream of down there.
So another good result, playing this one as it should be played, right down the middle, in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just ride a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Now on the green, has about 10 feet left there to save par. Not a gimme, but well within his range. It happens sometimes, Frank. They don't all drop.
No, but you try telling him right now.
Just a couple of feet. Losing a bit of ground now in this tournament. With the bogey, falls to 2 over. Frank, we know we're at a U.S. Open. 500-yard par 4s, and here a better than 600-yard par 5 at the 8th.
Yeah, you need a missile really off the tee to be able to reach this par 5 and 2, and not a single bunker really on this hole. So this is just long every stretch of the way. The fairway actually looks a little bit narrower than what it is. There's a little bit more fairway than actually what meets the eye at first.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, more than a decade ago, this had to seem like such a long shot to host a U.S. Open on a site that was previously a sand and gravel mine.
Yeah, it's unheard of for the USGA to go to a golf course that, was built in 2007. Normally we think a great golf course has got to be 100+ years of age, but this is where we're proved wrong. Chambers Bay is a golf course, number one, that anybody can play. It's a walking golf course, number two. That's really what the USGA stands for. So this is a golf course that's going to host what is the toughest test in professional golf, and also host you and me just playing around for a little hit and giggle. Very few golf courses can do that.
Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over. Rich Lerner and Frank Nobilo back with you here at Chambers Bay in the U.S. Open. Now to the 9th hole, closing out this front side.
Well, it just goes to show the tremendous variety that the designer, Robert Trent Jones II, has done here. We've seen already a tremendous variation, and then this sort of just goes on top of it. Elevated tee, goes down to a green that just slopes a little bit to the right, well bunkered on the right.
That's one of the more depressing sights in golf. You hit a good one, and then it just sucks back too much spin off the green. Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Settles in over the putt. In for par. Getting ready now to begin the back nine here at Chambers Bay. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
Well, Rich, this hole looks like it's stolen straight out of the Highlands in Scotland. It's called High Dunes, and you can see why big dunes on the left and right frame this hole beautifully. Whoa, talk about taking the head cover off and let it fly. That's beyond long.
Goodness, did he get all of that one? Wow. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. These putts keep the round together. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Has this one for par. Two over for the day. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th, Frank.
It looks straightforward. You see a big dune in the middle of the fairway. You can really take that out of play. Get it down there as far as you can. You're going to need to. And then from there on in, it's really just trying to find out exactly where you want to land that second shot so that you can get it on the right level.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. That's a par, stays at +2. Frank, as a player, do you like the drivable par 4? And we've seen these setups now at just about every single U.S. Open.
When you're playing well, there's no question, then they favor the guy playing well. But if you're struggling, no one likes their hand forced. The 12th forces your hand. It's tough to lay up on this hole.
Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. And getting ready for the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law. They can put the smile back on the face.
With just 6 holes left to play here at the U.S. Open, we arrive at the 13th. It's a dogleg par 4 to the right.
And in a U.S. Open, obviously 534 yards means if you make a mistake off the tee, the chances of making 4 here are minimal. So fairway first. It is one of the wider fairways on the golf course. You're still going to have a lengthy second shot, and you must avoid the bunker that guards the front of the screen.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that.
It's that sneaky distance. You'd like that one again.
That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey. Drop shot here at the 13th. That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit. Now